Want to lose more weight? Don't hit the gym, hit the pillow. Here's why sleep matters more than you think. Most people focus on diet and exercise, but if you're not getting enough rest, you could be sabotaging your results without even realizing it. Today we're breaking down how sleep affects your hunger, metabolism, and fat loss, and how to optimize it starting tonight. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I am your host, Trevor, and as usual, we're going to start with a quote. Today's is by Maya Angelou, who said, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." All right, so let's jump right into it and talk about how sleep regulates our hunger hormones and why sleep and weight loss are integral to each other. So first, hormones. Sleep directly affects two of the most important hormones when it comes to weight, according to my research on the internet. The first is ghrelin, which is your go-eat hormone, and a lack of sleep causes it to spike, which increases your appetite. The second is leptin, and that's your I'm full hormone. When you're sleep deprived, leptin drops and it makes it harder to feel satisfied. So what happens when you don't sleep enough? Your body is literally telling you to eat more and stop burning fat. So if you sleep less, you'll be hungrier. If you sleep well, your cravings will drop. Because it's not just your willpower, it's hormones. But let's talk about how poor sleep leads to weight gain. And it's not just about feeling tired, because sleep debt impacts everything from your food choices to how your body stores fat. Because poor sleep also increases your stress hormone cortisol, and that promotes fat storage. We've talked about this before. When you are not getting enough sleep, you crave more high carb, sugary foods because your brain is running on low power. And then your motivation to work out will tank as well because you are tired, you're fatigued, you don't want to get up and do things. So if you're always reaching for snacks after a bad night of sleep, it's not just you, it's biology. So let's talk about the solutions though. What do we do? Why do we need sleep? How can this all help us optimize our sleep so that we can get better results and lead to weight loss and a healthier lifestyle? The first thing is to stick to a sleep schedule, even on weekends. I feel like this one is pretty obvious. All of the work that we do to go to bed early on weekends is undone when we stay up until midnight on Saturday and Friday and Sunday nights. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday and Saturday, whenever your weekend is. And so you need to stick to that sleep schedule because that will help you optimize your results, make sure you're getting enough sleep, and avoid the negative effects of sleep debt. The next thing they suggest is to avoid screens 60 minutes before bed. And that gives your brain, I guess, time to relax, prepare for sleep, keeps your eyes, whatever, I don't know. I don't know the science behind that. That's just what they suggest. Same thing about this one. Eat your last meal 2 to 3 hours before sleeping. Next is to keep your bedroom cool and dark. And then the fifth tip is to try light stretching or meditation to kind of wind down. So all of this is done to optimize your sleep, to make sure you're getting enough of it, which, they say it depends per person, but generally speaking, you should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. That helps you optimize everything. It gives your body the time to recover. It helps with all of these things and leads to a healthier lifestyle. Even an extra 30 to 60 minutes of sleep per night can improve your recovery, reduce your cravings, and accelerate fat loss. Sleep is this is something that I've talked about with fitness coaches. I tell all of my patients, but sleep is the most underrated fat loss hack. A better night's sleep could do more than your last workout. So remember, this isn't a luxury. Sleep is something that we need, and it is a weight loss strategy. So if your nutrition and workouts are dialed in, but you're not seeing results, your sleep might be the missing piece. So I guess that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to leave it there. But if you like this episode, please share it with someone else. Like, subscribe. It really does help. I will see you next time.